Head coach T.C. Taylor and the Jackson State Tigers are off to an amazing start post Deion Sanders era, and this is a beautiful thing. This is a beautiful, beautiful thing, and it actually brings a smile to my heart seeing this school thrive post Deion Sanders era because it was such a beautiful story while Deion Sanders was there. They were always on ESPN. They were always trending online after a game. Shedeur Sanders was a big star. They had Travis Hunter, the #1 player in the nation, and this was the only thing people wanted to talk about last season. I'm sorry, Florida State fan. I'm sorry, whatever team you like, but Jackson State was just as a big story as any other team last year. So seeing them thrive post Deion Sanders is a good thing. And also the foundation, the blueprint, that Deion Sanders was able to lay there, mainly his partnership with Under Armour, is going to continue. Under Armour is going to continue their partnership with Jackson State. They're going to continue to provide the jerseys, the equipment, all that type of stuff. And I also saw that a couple of players from the Jackson State team actually did a photo shoot with Under Armour for their catalog, tried on some gear, took some pictures. So it's looking like Under Armour is going to provide some NIL opportunities to Jackson State. So that's a good thing also as far as recruiting, big picture and long term. But Jackson State is absolutely killing it. Head coach T.C. Taylor took another page out of the Deion Sanders playbook as far as assembling a coaching staff. I saw that he got an offensive coordinator from Liberty. He was able to get some pretty good coaches from other schools. He was able to hit on some pretty good players in the transfer portal, mainly Seven McGee. Seven McGee is a former 4-star player. He played at the University of Oregon. He's a high-level player. And this was a big shock that they even got a kid like that, honestly. Like, many people thought he would just go play the D1 game, go to another D1 school, and life will go on. But the fact that he chose Jackson State, the fact that they got a quarterback transfer from Virginia Tech, Jason Brown, who is actually looking like he's going to be the starter this year for Jackson State. He had a good spring game. A kid, Grayson Thompson, had a hell of a spring game as well. The quarterback transfer they got from JUCO route, Phillip Short, he didn't play as well. But all things are pointing to Jackson State continue to be not only the biggest story in HBCU football, but in all of Division I AA football. And let's just be honest. North Dakota State, South Dakota State, all those schools, those storylines are boring. Jackson State was by far the most interesting storyline in all of Division I AA football. Hell, I don't even know who North Dakota State played in the national championship game because Jackson State overshadowed it. And not only did black people like watching them and following them, also white people, guys. And this was a cool thing to see. I don't mean this in no racial way. I'm not racial at all, racist at all, excuse me. But it was just good to see people come together and watch the Jackson State Tigers last season. The recruiting is up. The endorsements, the engagement with Under Armour. Also, Michael Strahan and this brand is going to continue to do work for Jackson State. So the foundation, the blueprint that Deion Sanders laid at Jackson State is going to continue. Shout out to Jackson State. Shout out to head coach T.C. Taylor. And let me know what you guys think about my take on Jackson State. Am I wrong? Am I crazy? This is your boy Tater Too Real, where we always keep it too what? Too real. Holla.